In 2017, his double life was exposed. What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm happy to be here. It's going to be a very productive week, and I hope y'all ready. So today is going to be Real Talk for Real Talk Tuesday. And today I'm going to talk about a person by the name of Cameron Terrell. Before I talk about that, let me just say thank you if you have supported Be the Brand. Thank you if you have supported Crush on You Beauty. I feel like I finally have something for everybody. Clothing, skincare, and cosmetics. And it will be much more in the future. But again, thank you. Thank you for your support if you are watching daily, weekly, monthly, whatever. So, Cameron Terrell is a Caucasian male who, in my opinion, his story in some ways are similar to White Boy Rick. And those similarities I will get into after I start talking about his story. Now, Cameron Terrell was allegedly a part of the Rollin 90s Crips. At this point in time, he is a young adult, but we will talk about how his name started to ring bells. Cameron Terrell, by all appearances, he had a very great life. His parents worked very hard. Mother was an interior designer, and his father did something, spectacular as well. He went to Palos Verdes High School, and his family was very well off. He would take trips to Mexican resorts and nice fancy resorts with his family. They would sit around a table and play family games together. Like it was in all appearances was great. But it seemed like Cameron Terrell was leading a double life. Aside from the spick and span senior in high school who did sports and had good grades, etc., and who should have been preparing for college, in 2017 his double life was exposed when he was charged with murder for driving the getaway car in a shooting that occurred on October 1st, 2017. This shooting was concluded as a gang-related shooting. The victim in this case was 21-year-old Justin Holmes. Cameron Terrell was 18 at the time of his arrest, and he was arrested 11 days after this murder occurred. Under the law, whoever is involved in a crime, no matter how small their role is, they will all be charged with the same thing. So all of them got a murder charge. Cameron Terrell ended up being charged with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, and also allegations that he committed these crimes or acts for the benefit of this gang, which was the Rollin 90s Crips. He was facing at least 25 years to life in prison. The Rollin 90s Crips are a South Los Angeles gang that is a predominantly black gang. As Cameron is from a community where it is 95% white, it was and still is very confusing how he crossed paths with this gang and how he was accepted into this gang. After being arrested and charged on October 12th, 2017, Cameron Terrell posted bail on October 19th, 2017. Before his arrest, Cameron Terrell can be seen in several music videos wearing all blue and throwing up this set, right? Not his set, because his set is 95% white people, okay? His community is not that of the South Los Angeles area. After his arrest, he could be seen with his parents at a Dodgers stadium for the World Series, and that started on October 24th, 2017. Along with Cameron Terrell, two other individuals were arrested on suspicion of murder. Both individuals were under 18. The district attorney's office planned to charge them as adults. Now, before we get into part 2, I'm going to say my thoughts on what we have so far. What we have so far is privilege, okay? And anytime privilege is accepted into a gang that is predominantly black, it's going to all crumble. I'm not one to say that it ain't some white people that really go hard and all this. I'm not going to say that some white people shouldn't be accepted off of what they will do or whatever you want to say, but that seems to be an ongoing theme, hence White Boy Rick, okay? Now, I will talk about White Boy Rick too, but I wanted to talk about this first because this happened in, modern times. It shows privilege because do you know how bad any person from the Rollin 90s Crips would want to post bail so fast and not be able to? Do you know how many men gotta sit in jail until the trial because they don't have bail money? And you do. But it's not even you, it's your parents. See, this is where privilege, when you have children, it goes awry. Because I wouldn't be taking him nowhere. If he got bonded out or bailed out on October 19th, he's not going nowhere. He's going to be homeschooled until we figure this out. And you're going to really tell me, like I'm your attorney, what's really going on? Why is your name involved? See, either they scared of him, they was scared of him or something, or what he could do, they knew the truth, or they really didn't care. They just wanted to erase it for their son. We gonna get into that in part 2 of what happened in this case because, as I told you, privilege is involved. And when wealth and privilege go hand in hand, there's always going to be a good outcome for somebody who never belonged in a gang. Somebody who shouldn't have put themselves in that position. Somebody who really didn't know what they was getting themselves into, but very, very fascinated with the hood. I understand being fascinated with somewhere that you don't come from, but when it's an urban community, that should never be your goal. That should never be your goal, to go from, you wake up in this nice ass house, no roaches, no rats, no mice, no none of that. No landlords, no crackheads outside, nothing, right? You don't hear no pit bulls, nothing, right? You wake up, birds chirping, all that shit. And the members that accepted you gotta wake up to fucking roaches on their bed, gotta wake up, or not even went to sleep, they trapping all night. They out on a hunt all night. You get to go to this nice ass school. You get to escape them for so much time in a day. You get to escape so much shit. And just imagine how much of a war field and a war zone. And it's like, if you step in a wrong place, you step on a minefield and you get blown to smithereens. That's how they wake up and go to sleep. The people that's in these gangs, it don't even have to be just the Rollin 90s Crips. I'm talking about everybody. So if it is going to be predominantly black, then let it be that. I don't know why they let him in. Hopefully I see, hopefully we come to some conclusions on how he was even accepted. But in part 2, what I will be breaking down to you is how this case went. And of course, in favor of Cameron Terrell, the only white person involved. Privilege is real. And it's okay to be cool with anybody of any skin tone, of any race, but to commit crimes with them and they ain't endured half the shit that you endured in your life, don't do it. Even if you have, you still gotta watch out for people like that. You realize, or I realized, he had something to fall back on, and that was his race. That was his privilege. That's what he fell back on. We will get into that in part 2, which will be Friday. It's your girl, B. Octavia, and I will see y'all in my next video.